English session.
Thank you, Dr. Neha and Dr. Sahanisa for conducting such a beautiful program. Now, today is our 1422nd day of our IFPH meeting, uninterrupted meeting for last 1422nd day. Today, our guest is Dr. Venugopal Reddiar, MD, MRCP, UK, ABIM, USA, physician and behavior scientist, USA. Before starting our meeting, let us have an 1-minute silent prayer. Thank you all. Dr. Reddy is not a homeopath. He is an allopathic doctor, but he is a wonderful personality doing several talks in our our platform, in both in English and Malayalam. Physician and behavioral scientist, USA. MBBS and MD taken from Trivandrum Medical College in 1975 and 79. MRCP from UK in 1993. ABIM America, Board of Internal Medicine in 1996. Was assistant professor of medicine in Medical College Service, Kerala till 1992. Primary case physician and behavior scientist in USA since 1994. Primary profession, physician for more than 45 years. Secondary profession, trainer and public speaker for more than 35 years in USA and in India. Audience from different walks of life. Appeared on TV channels, Fox News, Doordarshan, Asianet and IPTV. Appeared in print media, Hindu, Indian Express, Malayalam Manorama. The Desmond Register appeared in radio programs, NPR, AIR. Hobbies, graphology, thinking, people watching, etc. Today's topic is how to boost willpower. We know that that is what nowadays we are many people are so suiciding for, cannot face the realities of life. So how to improve our willpower? He is a great personality. He will take you in a new world. So I welcome Dr. Reddiar. Please, you can start now, and for the 45 minutes will be there. And after that, there will be a discussion part. Okay, thank you, sir. Welcome. You can start now. You're muted, sir. Unmute. Yeah, I shall make you make host. Okay. Now you can do, sir.
Okay, good. Good evening, everybody. So let me start the slideshow. I assume the slide is visible and I am
It is visible, audible. Sir. Okay, nice.
Okay, good.
Nice.
The topic is how to boost willpower. The purpose of this webinar, get a clear picture about willpower. Know how willpower shapes our lives. Lastly, know how to boost the willpower. I always try to make my session more interesting by interacting with the audience. That interaction will be through the chat box. Once I complete the presentation, then, yes, during the Q&A session, you can ask me any questions related to this topic. So first question I would like to ask you, and I would like you to just respond through the chat box. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 is maximum, 1 is minimum. How would you rate your own willpower? Because we always have some kind of an evaluation about our own self. Because after any examination, during the school days and college days, after writing an examination, I used to evaluate my own that performance. Oh, this question, short question, yeah, 5 marks. Yeah, I think that is, I will get 2 marks. The other one, oh, I have done very well, so I'll get 4. Like that, then we come up with a total score, whether I will pass, if I pass, again pass, just 40 marks or 50 marks or 60 marks. The same way, your own willpower. Thank you, Dr. Hubert. He has put number 5. I request others also to. Then only I'll be able to know whether this session will be of any use for you. If all of you have 10, then it doesn't make any sense in my continuing with my presentation. Okay, Chetan Agarwal 5 and Dr. Mohanlal 7. What about, there are some 30 participants. What about others? What is happening? Okay, Mariamma John 5. Okay. Time is very precious. Please, my dear friends. Okay. Okay, 8. Then Anthony Puthambrakil 5. Afhelke 6. Okay, right. Let us start. This webinar is based on FEQT. Facts, experience, quotes, experience from my own personal and professional life. Then quotations, my own quotes, as well as quotes from renowned personalities. Then thoughts. At the end of this session, some of you have put 5, some of you put 6. Obviously, I assume you would like to boost your willpower to 10. Do you agree? If you agree, put A. You don't want to stay in that number 5. If you agree whether you would like to boost your willpower to 10, put A in the chat box. Yes. Okay. Mamata Patel. Thank you. And Anthony Parekh. Yeah. Fine. So that is why this session is. So first of all, we have to know why. First, we diagnosis, homeopathy or allopathy. Diagnosis. What is the reason or what is the cause behind that low or average willpower? First, you identify the cause. Then, yes, you deal with the cause. That is what I'm going to do in this session. Always, I do a lot of reading. And when I do a lot of reading, then I think. Reading and thinking, those are my hobbies. So willpower for dummies, success through willpower. There are easily hundreds of books on willpower. Definition, the willpower. This definition you won't find in any book. I consulted many websites. Then I improvised. So this is my own definition. The ability to control one's own thoughts, actions, emotions, and behavior. The ability to resist the temptation to give up or give in. I'll read it again, because first we must get a clear picture about what this willpower is. That is the ability to control one's own thoughts, that is mind. Actions, deeds. Emotions, feelings. Behavior, how you conduct. Then the ability to resist the temptation to give up or give in. Do you understand what I mean by give up and give in? If you don't understand, please in the chat box put no. Then I will explain that one. Because if you understand, then I will move on to the next slide. If you don't understand, put no, please. I don't see any response. Okay, no, thank you. No, good. That's enough. Give up means you abandon, you discontinue. Or you start some, for example, every year, New Year, some people take New Year resolutions. Okay, obese people, I will lose my weight at least 5 kilograms in 3 months. I will cut down on the quantity of food I'm eating. I won't eat junk food. I will go to the gym or I will exercise every day and I will bring down. That is January 1st. Yes, they won't eat the junk food. They may go to the gym. They may even walk for, say, half an hour or 1 hour. Like that, they may do for 1 week or 3 weeks. Then more than 80% of the people, they give up and they go back to what they were doing before. Am I right? If I am right, put R in the chat box. Because I want to make sure that whatever I'm sharing makes sense. I want to make it sensible. Yes, Mamata Patelji, yes. And that is what is happening. So that is what is called to give up. You start, you make a decision, you want to do something, and you put it into practice, but short term, give up because of lack of willpower. Or give in. You may say, no, I won't do it. This is immoral or this is unethical. And when there's some kind of a pressure, a politician calls or a minister calls or something like that, yield. Initially you said no, but now you say yes. That is give in. Have you understood this clearly? If you have understood, put you. Because I want to make sure, because these are all the important terms. Give up, give in. Yes, understood. So that is again because of weak willpower. And there are some people who will never, whatever be the pressure, they won't give up. For example, that is the one IAS officer in Kerala. I don't want to mention his name. He is a guy very, very ethical. He won't allow any kind of illegal or corrupt practices. So he holds on to his ideals, his principles. What happens? You say no. Even if there's a lot of pressure from the politicians. The same way, look at T.N. Sheshan, the Chief Election Commissioner. Before that, there are many Chief Election Commissioners. None of them had the courage, guts to put the laws into effect, implement them. He was the guy, yes, he put everything into effect. All the pressure from all the politicians, no, he didn't give in. Is this example clear? If it is clear, put C. How often do you find a person like T.N. Sheshan? Yes, thank you. The same way, Gandhiji also. Did he give in to any pressure? No. Always he used to hold fast to his ideals. So that is the evidence of willpower. This is my own quote. Lack of willpower is the root cause behind the failure to accomplish goals. Earlier I mentioned, our goal is to lose weight. New resolution, 5 kilos. No willpower. Our goal is to eat healthy food, no junk food. No willpower. You start eating all these fried foods, French fries, McDonald's and everything. Our goals, we are not able to accomplish because of lack of willpower. Again, my own quote. Facts and evidence empower rational minds to develop willpower. Beliefs and faith empower emotional minds to develop willpower. Do you want me to explain that one? If you want me to explain, put why. I will explain. Yes, okay. Dr. Hubert, good. Thank you. Facts, scientific temper. People with scientific temper, they want facts and evidence. If they have facts and evidence, yes, they get that willpower to proceed. Without facts and this one, they won't. That is a rational mind. Whereas emotional mind, people who have strong religious beliefs, religious minded, they have belief and faith. They don't look for any facts or evidence. Is this clear? Because of that, the conflict, I'm going to historical fact. I'm telling only facts only. Because in the 17th century, it was a wide-held belief. It is the sun is moving around the earth. That was what the teachings by the church also. Then Galileo, he invented that telescope and he came out with his own finding is that it is not the sun, it is the earth which is moving. So that was against the belief. And what happened? He was put under house arrest. And he was forced to say, I was wrong. He didn't. So he was put under house arrest. Are you aware of this story? If you are aware of this story, put yay. Because I want to know whether what I'm sharing is something totally new or I'm just refreshing your memory. Are you aware of this fact? That Galileo was put under house arrest. Yes. Yes. Thank you. So that is what I'm saying. For the science could not grow because of the religious, that beliefs and that faith. They simply refused to accept. So that is the difference. Information and knowledge are useless and worthless without the willpower required to apply them for success. I think that this is clear. Is it clear? We'll put C. Because without willpower, whatever information, whatever knowledge you have, it is useless. For example, doctors, they know, especially my modern medicine, allopathy, I know. We learn a lot about alcohol, pharmacology, the negative effects, and we do see many patients also. Alcoholism, suffering from liver failure. But what happens? There are many doctors again, they died from liver failure due to alcohol addiction. They have the knowledge, but no willpower. Is it crystal clear? This example, is it so convincing, crystal clear? If it is crystal clear, put CC. So that is the point. I'm talking about, I'm giving you real life examples. Dr. Pradapji, thank you. Dr. Levan, real life examples. There's no point in talking about theory. I hate, I'm not a theoretician. I'm not a theoretician. Okay, thank you, Amon Hassanji. Three habits are required to boost willpower. I have used, these are all not from any textbook. My dear friends, you won't find these from any textbooks. Because I'm an original thinker. I take immense pride in the fact I think. And I spend a lot of time in thinking also. So a triangle has got three sides. If one side is missing, no, it won't be a triangle. You need all the three sides. You need all the three sides. The same way, three habits. All the three habits are absolutely required to boost willpower. First one, courage. Courage to face failures, criticisms, adversities. Patience. Perseverance. Not giving up. Not giving up. moving on, moving on. That is perseverance. Do you agree with these 3 habits? If you agree, put A. If you don't have the courage, gone. If you don't have the patience, no. Agree, thank you. If you don't have the perseverance, no. So first we must understand these are the 3 pillars that are required to boost our willpower. If one is missing, forget about it. Then willpower depends on penta factors. Word penta means 5. I have put a pentagon shape. All the 5 are required again. Self-motivation, self-analysis, self-education, self-confidence, and self-discipline. I will explain that one. Self-motivation. If somebody else tells you, hey, you must lose weight, you must lose some 5 kg, the doctor says, but if you are not motivated, it's not going to happen. It is not somebody else trying to motivate. It should come from within. That is what self-motivation means. Then, that self-analysis, that is analyzing our own strengths and weaknesses. You must have heard about that SWOT analysis. So what are my strengths? What are my abilities? What are my talents? What are my skills? That self-analysis. Then identify the strengths. Many people, they waste a lot of time in trying to fix the weaknesses. It is okay to fix weaknesses, but more important is whatever your strength, talent, that is where you should work on. But many people, they don't realize that. So through self-analysis, identify that. Then self-education. My dear friends, do we get anything, any information, knowledge about how to communicate well from the formal education? Do they teach how to do any public speaking? Do they teach? Do they teach how to speak English fluently? If the answer is no, put N, my dear friends. I want to know. In the formal education, do you get any training in how to stand before an audience and give a public speech? No. And do we learn anything about how to be self-confident? Nothing from formal education. That is a self-education. I didn't have. Here is my personal experience. I lacked the courage and I lacked the willpower also a long time back. Because I also, from the formal education, I didn't get any of these things. My reading habits were also poor. I used to study for the examination. That's all. No extracurricular reading. If at all I used to read, maybe some fiction book, like some crime fiction or something like that. That also not a lot. Then when I was 28 years old, that is when I identified some of my deficiencies. So happened my self-analysis, because when I became a tutor, medical tutor, I have to take classes. I didn't know how to take classes. I was not feeling comfortable. I was not feeling confident to go before students and teach. Then I wanted to overcome that one. Then I went and started reading books on, that is self-empowerment. And that one became a habit. I read, then I realized, okay, these are the things you must do. This is how you should. This is what you should do. Because in the medical school, they don't teach. So through self-education, that's why, my dear friends, take-home message is, formal education is basically good for passing the examination and getting a degree. But that is not enough for thriving in life. That is self-education. The politicians, they don't have a BA politics or MA in politics. But you go to the Karyota University, they have professors, PhD and all those things. Ask them to contest in one election and win the election. They won't. Even Panchayat election, they won't be able to win. They have MA, PhD, politics. These guys, 3rd grade, school dropouts. They know how to. Politics from the school of life they learned. So that is self-education. Are you convinced? If you are convinced, put C. Are you convinced that self-education, need and necessity? Okay, Dr. Santosh Kumar, yes, thank you. And Mamaji, self-education. Because my strength is self-education. I continue that one. I have not given up. Even after 40 years, when I started a long time back, almost every day I learned something new. And then through the self-education, you will get self-confidence, more knowledge, information. Then self-discipline. That is where, okay, controlling the mind, mind control. Mind is just like a monkey. It will try to wander here, jump here, there, everywhere. Learn to control the mind. Everything is possible right from all those 5 steps. That's why that Penda factors. In the absence of willpower, the most complete collection of virtues and talents is wholly worthless. I have explained clearly. Next to courage, willpower is the most important thing in politics. Paul Johnson. Example, real life example, Trump. I'm in USA. 4 years back, when he lost the election, I thought his career is over because he was facing a lot of legal cases, plenty of legal cases, sexual harassment, rape attempt, and many other, this one, rioting, all those. I thought his career is over. And he's already aged, at that time itself, he was 74. So he's now 74 years old and his career is over. But what did they find? No. He is likely to become the next US president. That is that courage to face failure. I told you, courage to face failures, adversities. Adversities are all these legal problems. And patience and perseverance, not giving in, not giving up. He said that I will contest. Yes. Now he is the presidential nominee. Is this example crystal clear from one person? I'm not a person who supports Trump or anything, but I admire his quality. That is that CPP, courage, patience, perseverance. Do you agree? If you agree, put A. Yes, thank you. That is a right example. Even when you are shot, my goodness, I couldn't believe. He immediately gets up and he says, fight. Many people will immediately be scared. They won't even get up. And he stands up. That is something amazing. The same way, Thomas Alva Edison. I have not failed. I have just found 10,000 ways that won't work. And he was in the 19th century and 20th century. Again, courage to face failures. Many experiments they didn't. And he also self-education, not from formal education. He had formal schooling was only hardly about 3 months. And his mother gave him the books to read. She taught him reading and everything. She encouraged him to do whatever he wanted. And how many inventions? Electric bulb, phonograph, that music. Dr. Hubert Silva is enjoying all this guitar and recording and everything from Edison. And the kinematograph, that is motion camera. Movie industry, all these movies, everything. Edison, one person without any formal education, self-education, that courage, patience, and perseverance. Is this example really convincing? If it is really convincing, put RC. In the chat box, put RC. That is. These are all the real life examples. The children should. Children, thank you. Children should learn this. They don't teach in the school. They teach about Babur came, Akbar came, Humayun came, all these things which are useless information. So what? They don't even empower them. They are always afraid of failures, children. That is what should be done. Human potential is the same. If you have willpower, then you can change anything. Dalai Lama. Success depends on 3D effects of your talents. Again, my own quote. Discover, develop, and display. First, you must identify what are your hidden talents. Dr. Hubert, he identified long time back, music. And he discovered, he developed, and he's displaying. Okay? Many people, they don't. During the younger days, they have, then they give up. The parents also declare, go and study. Don't mess with all these instruments and all those things. They may not even get you what you want, some music instrument. So they kill that talent, that seed. That's what is happening. Discover, develop, and display. Agreed? If you agree, A. Because I discovered a bit later about my own talents, okay? My own talents, my sense of humor. Then I started using sense of humor, and even that Chiri Club, when I gave a talk in the Asianet, that one has become viral because it is more than 10 years old. So humor. So I can be a stand-up comedian. Rabindranath Tagore, multi-talented person, poet, philosopher, educator, painter. Da Vinci, self-educated man, painter, sculpture, and engineering, anatomy, dissection, and everything. All those things he did. That is multi-talent. He discovered, he developed, and displayed. And he's an immortal personality. In the current, this one, I'd like to show Amitabh Bachchan and Kamal Hassan. Both are multi-talented. Kamal Hassan, he can sing, he can write, he can poem, and he can act, he can dance, he can direct a movie, multiple things. And he is into politics. He failed, doesn't matter. But he has the courage to face failure. He attempted that one. And Amitabh Bachchan, same thing. That's why both Amitabh Bachchan, even at the age of 82, he's still there. He's still a very popular and superstar. The path to success, willpower is essential for the accomplishment of anything worthwhile. Brian Tracy. The development of willpower, I will, I won't, and I want, may define what it means to be human. This one I will explain because that will, I will do that one. That should be strong. It should come from within. I won't, then you won't give in. I will, if it is strong, you won't give up. That I won't also strong, you won't give in. Any pressure. No. So that is what it means. People who lack willpower will give up and give in quickly. You understood. Weak willpower yields to negative emotions. Greed, anger, fear, lust, jealousy, ego. That's why corruption. If you don't have strong willpower to say no, they offer you 1,000 rupees. Okay, that greed. Okay, you'll do it. And subsequently, sometimes you may get into trouble. Some tahsildars getting arrested, that is because they accepted 1,000 rupees or 5,000 rupees, everything. Weak willpower. That lust also. That is why all the sexual, everything getting into sex trouble. Recently Karnataka, one MP and his father, in the sex scandal, everything because of the weak willpower. So ego again. Everything, weak willpower. Inflated ego. Anger, weak willpower. Upcoming Thursday talks, I give talks on every Thursday. Same that Zoom link. Day after tomorrow, my talk is on brain fog. Then restless mind, power of silence. Same Zoom link. You can take a screenshot of my Zoom link, and or subsequently you will get when you watch the YouTube video when Dr. Ganesh or Dr. Hubert, they upload this one. Thank you for joining this webinar. Any questions or comments? So I told you, I think that I have made you understand what exactly is willpower and how it shapes and how to boost from 5 to 10. That is those 5 factors. That is self-education. Discover your own talents and the courage to say no. And one of my talks on courage is already uploaded in the YouTube. You'll be able to learn a lot about how to develop courage. Did you find this session insightful, useful? Then put I and you in the chat box. Do you really find this session insightful and useful? Yes, thank you. Pradapji, okay. And Radhamanaji. So I told you that is my session. You won't find 80% of the stuff I've shared with you. It is not from any books. But at the same time, they're all what do you call sensible. So now I welcome your questions and comments.
Yes, sir. It was a very nice and interesting deliverance. So I want to ask you, sir. I found that many people, the eminent personalities who had, they are spiritual people. I think that they are more spiritual than material. What is you are thinking about it?
Okay. Now, the word spiritual is so vague. It is very difficult to even define or understand. That's what the spirituality is, very difficult to. But that person, if that person is happy, that is fine. So at the end of the day, what do we want? What do you want, Dr. Nisilva? Peace of mind, right? Number one, peace of mind.
Yes.
Even if you have assets like 50 crores, even if you have a big bungalow, even if you have BMW car, if you don't have the peace of mind, doesn't make any sense. So spirituality, for some people, that gives them peace of mind. Really spiritual people, they won't be after any material things. But that is not what I find. The so-called spiritualists in India, they have thousands of crores of assets. You know, the spiritual leaders. Doesn't matter whether that person is from the different religion, Hindu religion or Christian religion or this one, doesn't matter. They are pseudo-spiritualists. Do you get my point? They use spirituality for making money. And they give many talks. And I don't want to name them, but you can understand. So that sort of a spirituality, no. But this one is, you live up to your own expectations. Don't try to live up to somebody else's expectations. That's the problem. And don't try to live down to somebody's expectations. And never be, please describe the difference between confidence and willpower. Okay, I'll come to that one, Dr. Ladhaman. Okay. So, if somebody, they may expect, for example, I'll give you my own experience. I was in India, that is in Kerala, for 5.5 years, from 2009 to 2015. I came to I didn't actually come there to spend 5.5 years later. I came there to spend a couple of months because my father had a hip fracture. So I thought, okay, my mother wanted me to come there. Okay, I resigned my job and I thought I would spend a couple of months there. But subsequently, when I realized my father's condition was totally different and everything, dynamic changed, I thought, okay, I will stay around. And I will, as long as he's alive. He was at that time 85 years old. So I thought maybe he may live for another couple of years. Again, that greed, you follow me, willpower. Because I was making a lot of money as a physician in USA. I was fully aware I won't make that money. But money was not a motivator for me. So there again, I displayed my willpower. Then while I was there, okay, I have to move around. So I know how to ride a bike also. So I had at home old used Hero Honda bike. So I used to go in my Hero Honda bike. And others used to criticize, comment at me, che, doctor, you're from USA and you're using this bike? Why don't you get a BMW? Or why don't you get a Audi? This is curriculum, this is a shame. So they want me to live up to their expectations. Then I told them, I don't feel ashamed. If you are feeling ashamed because I am this one, if you send me a BMW car, I will get in and I will go around. I won't say no. Okay? If you want to send me a BMW car or Audi car. So that is where the point is. Live up to your own expectations. Don't make others control your life. Is this clear? Dr. Disilva, clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This I put into practice. There again, temptation. When I was in Trivandrum, one private hospital, a corporate hospital, they offered me 2 lakhs per month salary and work there as superintendent and clinic also. They'll come and pick me up from my home by 7:30, bring me back by 4:30 or 5, 2 lakhs. No, I didn't give in. That is a temptation. I said, no, I'm not interested. I'm here to spend time with my family, my father. That's what it is. Then confidence and willpower. A person who doesn't have confidence, he won't have willpower. If you have full confidence, yes, you will have willpower. Confidence in what? That is my own, the abilities. If I don't confidence in my own abilities, then what will happen? I'll be very, very sensitive to others' criticisms. I will look for others to say, yes, good, great. If I don't get people compliment me, flatter me, I will lose my whole thing, confidence. Self-confidence is more important, not confidence coming from somebody else's appreciation. When I give a talk, I simply don't care whether everybody likes it or not. I cannot expect everybody to like my talk. Ladaji, tell me, suppose you make a coffee. Do you know how to make coffee, Ladaji? Do you know how to make coffee? Yes or no? You can unmute. Now you can talk to me. Unmute. Yes. So you know how to make coffee. Suppose you make coffee.
Yes, doctor. I know.
Yes. Yeah. There are 10 people and you give coffee to those 10 people. You added milk, you added sugar, everything. And one person, do you think that all the 10 people will like that coffee? One person will say, it is too hot. Another person, it is not hot enough. Another person may say, it is not hot enough. One person may say, it is too strong. Another person, it is not strong, it is light. That means he says that milk is more. The other person says milk is not enough. Another person says, it is too sweet. Another person says, it is not sweet enough. So it is impossible. The point is, it is impossible to make everyone appreciate or like what you say, what you do. Learn from the politicians every day. Whatever this Rahul Gandhi says, or Narendra Modi says, or Pinarayi Vijayan says, there are people who appreciate. They say, yes, yes, yes. But there are people who criticize. Am I right? Both are there.
Yes.
But do they care? No.
Mm.
They are immune to criticisms. That is what we require if you want to succeed. If you are sensitive to criticisms, if you are allergic to criticisms, then no way. Have I answered your question clearly,
Yes.
Ladaji?
Yes, doctor.
Okay, good. Anybody else? Because I made it very short, this presentation, so that we can have more interaction. Q&A session. We have another some 14 minutes. So go ahead, ask me questions.
Anyone to ask questions? Then you can ask now. Otherwise, I can ask a question to you. In Bhagavad Gita, there is one word saying, Krishna says that Nishkama Karma Yogi. That is, all the things are, it is already, it is in the mind of God that done all these things before that. It is a pre-planned thing in the life of human. What is whatever happening in the world? What is your opinion about it?
Okay, that one. Many years, I asked several questions. What is the purpose of life? What is the meaning of life? Conclusion: we should stop asking those questions. Okay, what is the purpose of life? What is the meaning of life? Because actually there is no purpose, there is no meaning. That is what it is. The animals are very comfortable, they are happy, they live and die. Only man, because of the thinking that one, we make our life miserable by, okay, what is this one? Is there a fate? Is there destiny? Is that one? This one? All these questions make us feel restless. The next talk is restless mind. Please, if you can, join that meeting. And many things, logic doesn't work. My weakness, in a way, my weakness was after the age of 28, after reading a lot of books on all those things, I started thinking everything logically. But real world doesn't operate on the basis of logic. Okay? Doesn't. One simple example is, that is, again, I have to use the politics example. Kamaraj Nadar, I don't know how many of you have heard that name. Kamaraj Nadar was the chief minister of Tamil Nadu, a person with a lot of integrity, honest person. The Congress party, forget about the Congress party, basically politician, leader. His formal education only 7th grade. 7th grade person. And he was a person, very practical minded person. The literacy rate in Tamil Nadu was at that time very low when he became the chief minister. And he wanted to find out the root cause. This is the root cause. Why children are not coming to schools. Then as usual, all these bureaucrats, IAS officers, most of them, they don't have any thinking power at all. Okay. Most of the IAS officers are, I said that most, not all. Please listen to me, not all. They are really IAS officers. That IAS stands for, I gave a talk on IAS syndrome. Ignorance, arrogance, stupidity. Okay? These are the three combinations of the IAS officers are really, they suffer from IAS syndrome. And they told, oh, they are not interested. They want to go for work and the parents are not motivated. Blah, blah, blah. All sorts of excuses. Kamaraj Nadar went further and he identified primary school. In many places, the primary school was 8 to 10 kilometers away. Then can you expect the children to walk all the way 8 to 10 kilometers and go and come back? No. So he came with an order. Every primary school should be within 3 kilometers. That is a visionary. Then again, the number was not going up. Then the next question, why? They come to school, but about the lunchtime? Lunchtime, that is that they won't have anything to eat. They are poor family. They cannot. Then he came with that midday kanji. He introduced the midday free kanji. Then the enrollment went up. Literacy rate went high. A person, genuine person, and many industries, and he was not at all corrupt. Overall development, his contributions, amazing lot of this one, not at all greedy for power also. and he was defeated in another election. Okay, he did all these things. I am not able to even understand. You follow me? The logic doesn't work.
Work.
Is it clear, Dr.
Yes.
Hubert?
Yes, sir.
So, real world, when you ask all these things, the purpose of this one and Bhagavad Gita and what is pre-planned, it is, I think that I believe in destiny. That was destined to happen. I believe in destiny. It is out of your control. And as a medical doctor, when I was working in the medical college and earlier, because of my MD and knowledge, the person was admitted in a very serious condition. So I told my students, final year students, come and see this patient because he may kick the bucket any moment. So see the patient now, because tomorrow he may not be alive. What happened? Next day morning when I went there, I saw him sitting and eating idli. And he got discharged, discharged within 2 days. So all my medical knowledge and that is destiny. The same way Trump, that guy shot. Distance was only some 300 yards away. And his assault rifle. And what happened? Trump turned his head. That is why it hit the ear. 1 centimeter difference, it would have hit his brain. Trump would have died. Now, do you get the point, Dr. Hubert? There is
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
destiny. You cannot explain. If you think that is everything, right now I'm giving a talk. I don't know. Just like that, I may collapse and I may die while I'm giving the Zoom webinar. That's what happened to APJ Abdul Kalam. You remember?
Yeah.
He was giving a
I
talk.
immediately thought about it while
Right.
you are talking this. Yeah.
Right. So, right now I'm talking to you, then you may wonder what is happening. What is happening there, Dr. Reddiar? So, everything, many things are outside our control. That is a fact. No purpose, no meaning in life. What is the purpose? Why? Who created? If the world was created by the so-called God, look at this one. Why did the God create the malarial parasite? Who created it? It cannot be. It was created by God or whoever it is. Then that complicated life cycle also.
Yeah.
Some of his life cycle inside a mosquito, the rest in a man. So look at that poor that plasmodium. If is inside the mosquito and when it comes bites and you slap, the mosquito dies, that thousands of that one again dead. Or if it gets inside the human body, if the man dies, millions of that dead. Is there any explanation for that one, Dr. Hubert, creating the malarial
Nothing,
parasite?
sir. Nothing, sir.
That is it.
Because
So after all this, I stopped asking this question. What is the purpose of life? What is the meaning of life? Nothing. You
Nothing.
try to live. You try to live. Okay, thank you, Ahmad Hassan. Then that is nothing. Because when you ask that question, you will feel miserable. You will feel miserable, that question. Then you go to all the spiritual leaders. Okay, I will tell you what is this one. Om, meditation, chanting, this one, and they make money. And you give money also, they'll be happy, but your problem is not resolved. Okay, your deep problem is not at all resolved. And that one doesn't work. I learned long time back. Again, I'm giving only facts. 2004, Jayalalitha was the chief minister. I think 2004 or 19, yeah, I think 2004. At that time, the Shankaracharya, Kanji Kama Kodi Padadipati, Jayendra Saraswati,
Yeah.
he was arrested. The allegation that he was involved in the conspiracy behind the murder of Shankar Raman, who was a temple that trust employee. He was arrested. So I was curiously following that news every day in the Hindu newspaper. And the Shankaracharya, he knows Veda, practices yoga, meditation, everything, and highly developed spiritual person. and he was having diabetes, blood pressure problems, and he was taking medications. They were with medication, they were controlled. After he was arrested and he was went to jail, just like what is happening to Kejriwal these days. Kejriwal's diabetes, everything has gone out of control. He's losing weight also, and every day after going to jail, the same way, then he started applying for bail, just like Kejriwal is applying for bail on medical condition. He started applying for bail on medical condition. His diabetes control is gone off, insulin requirement is more, blood pressure is down. Then I thought, what? What about that spirituality, yoga, meditation, stress management? It is not working for
Real
him.
life, sir. Thank you, sir. Now the time is running out. So,
Right.
Dr. Jayachandran, please say a vote of thanks to our doctor. Sir. Okay.
Hello, doctor.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hello. Hello,
Yes,
doctor.
yes, Doctor.
Hello,
you can speak
doctor.
now. Now we can hear.
Okay, okay. Here now, here Trivandrum, the network is so poor. So we can follow your speeches very clearly. Anyway, you have taken a very good speech about the subject, and we are very thankful to you. Please come again and again, and we are ambitious to hear you in future also. So we come to a few more talks during the following days, and tomorrow we can sit in another platform. Okay,
Okay.
doctor.
Okay, thank you. I would
I
like to
am
take
giving-
1 minute. I would like to
I am
take,
giving the
Yeah.
thanks, sir.
I'd like to take 1 minute, Hubert G, because we have a couple of minutes more. One thing, whatever I have shared, they are all based on facts only. They are all verifiable facts. Nothing. I don't have any kind of this one bias towards any particular individual or particular anything. The purpose is to make whatever I have shared, that is substantiate that one. You follow me? Because you need evidence. Just like in a court, the judge asks for evidence, whatever you claim. Not I believe, or I think. No. That's why I put all these facts and evidence. So thank you all for actively participating, and I really enjoyed this
Okay, sir.
session. I
Okay, sir.
myself enjoyed this session because
We are
some
expressing
people asked
our
some good questions.
our
Very good
thanks
questions.
and
Yeah.
thanks to
Okay.
Dr. Dhanesh, okay, thank you, sir. Dr. Dhanesh, any announcement?
Yes, tomorrow we will have a session
thank
from
you very much, sir.